Hi, this is Alan Schafran, Schafran Realty Group. Here today just to try and fill in some information, help educate, and give data revolving a lot of the media and the news that we're seeing out there for the NAR settlement and all the changes coming to real estate. Now, there's a lot of confusion surrounding the topic. The most confusion is that now commissions are negotiable. Well, guess what? They've always been negotiable. That hasn't changed. But what has changed is if you're a buyer in the marketplace and you want to hire a broker to help you find a home, and people certainly need the help to find a home, you will get everything in writing about what you're being offered, what services are given, and exactly what they'll cost. We think this is a great change, and I think that was needed in our industry for clarity. Even though many brokers were doing it that way already, I think it'll be great for the industry as a whole to make that change. But the confusing part is that seller and buyer agents are not allowed to advertise the buyer commissions anymore on the MLS. So there's no status as to whether someone will get paid as a buyer's broker. So it's become a bit of a guessing game, and for now, it's going to be that way for a few months as the dust settles per se. But the immediate change we will see is that buyers signing what's called a buyer-broker agreement, which discusses the services and the commission structure between them and the buyer, is going to be implemented immediately. Our company has been doing that process anyway for over 20 years now. And I think it's, again, a very positive change for the industry as it promotes transparency for the buyer, and it promotes a good practice for the buyer as well, and helps them understand that it's important for them to choose wisely as to who they want to represent them in helping them buy what is maybe the most important and expensive personal decision of their life, their home. And most sellers, they're smart enough to know and recognize that buyer brokers bring in their buyers. And many of them won't want to mess with that. They know that the more buyers come in, the higher the price they will get. So I don't see that the need for buyer agents and the cooperation from sellers is going to be changing. I sometimes address it tomato. It's going to look the same in many ways, but how we're going to do this is going to be different. Again, the process and the communication will change. And it's the communication that has caused a little bit of chaos just in recent days even. It seems like there's a small percentage of people out there that are also predicting that house prices will come down as a result of this because the seller will pay less of a commission and take that difference and give it to the buyer. Sellers aren't made that way. When the seller lists a home, they want the most amount of money out of the home that they can get, that they'll net. So they're going to take any perceived savings and put it into their pocket. But if they try and save the commission and sell to a buyer who pays less for their home or gives them difficult terms or isn't steady and everything takes longer, did they save anything? Did they get the very best price in the marketplace? What was that process? There's a lot of questions revolving this as well. We do see a recession coming as signs are pointing to it. When that happens, rates are expected to come down. When rates come down, the prices will rise again. So especially if inventory stays anywhere around this level, because everyone will come out and buy. There are probably 10 buyers on the sidelines right now waiting for interest rates to come down. And the moment they do, they will attack the marketplace. And so if you wait for interest rates to come down at that point, I don't think you'll gain. I think it'll be too late. You'll wind up paying more because I wouldn't be surprised if real estate went up by another 8 or 10% once the interest rates do come down. They go hand in hand with recessions. It's a funny relationship, and we're happy to talk to you further about that. But regardless, we understand that you might have questions out there about how to approach the selling and buying process today with all these changes. What are your different options, different strategies available to you? And we here at Schafran Realty Group are committed to staying 100% transparent with you, informing you at the highest level, and working with you on a plan that makes sense for you and your home selling and purchasing goals. So please don't hesitate to reach out anytime, have an easy conversation with us, and thanks again for taking a moment to hear us today. Have a great week.